officially live right now.
Sick. I'm looking for it on that.
No, I'm not. It kept screwing up. It, it should say. Yep. All right, perfect. All right, so are you ready? All right, so I'm gonna go live. Just follow my lead. You ready? Here we go. It's Wednesday, March 12th, 2025, and you are witnessing history, my friends. This is Wildcard Wednesday with Goldie and Mac coming at you from Dallas, Texas. It's Goldie, and
It is your boy Mac.
what's up, friends? So, listen, let's just get down to the nitty gritty right out the gates here. I stream, Max streams. We all stream for ice cream. You know what I mean? And we decided that we go a ways back. We worked with each other almost 10 years ago now at this point, which is crazy to think about. And we want to get involved in streaming together. And that's exactly what we want to do. So we came up with the idea of Wednesdays. We're going to call it Wildcard Wednesdays. This is going to evolve. This is going to really turn into a fun thing. Not that it isn't fun already. We've been streaming for like 2 minutes, but we're going to take suggestions from the crowd. We're going to take suggestions from strangers on the internet. Whatever you want to see us do, let us know. We're going to be talking about marathon training. We're going to be talking about the Buffalo Bills. We're obviously rocking our gear today because, listen, it's the off season for the NFL, but there's never an off season for Bills Mafia. You know what I mean? So we're going to be talking Bills. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff. So what I had in mind to get this stream kicked off today, let's get to know each other a little bit. Now, me and Mac know each other very well, but you people out there, you don't know us that well. So we're going to play a little game called Pod Decks, okay? So we got Would You Rather, we got What the Heck, and we got an interview deck. I think Would You Rather, I think we should start off with that. What do you think, Mac?
Brian, yes, a couple of things. First of all, Brian, we have Joey freaking Bosa now on the Bills. Can we just get a little energy for that? Can we just real quick, we have Joey freaking Bosa.
And what I'd like to mention, too, is on the same day that we got Bosa, we got rid of Kyer Elam, which is just an incredible. I mean, they shipped him off to Dallas, so maybe I'll run into him down here and I can make fun of him to his face. But, yeah, I mean, what do you think about the Bosa move? You like it? What are your thoughts here?
I mean, I'm all in. It's a one-year deal. So it's got to come in and prove it, right? It's a very uncharacteristic deal, is what I was telling my friends the other day. Not very like us to kind of sign a defensive end on a one-year deal like that caliber. But hey, we need a Mahomes slayer. We had to go. We had to go get what we had to go get. As everyone knows now, we are huge Buffalo Bills fans, so that's one thing you have to know about us. But yeah, I had to start off with that, Goldie. I know we want to get to know me, but Bosa is the Buffalo Bill.
Dude, us talking about the Bills is us to a T. So, I mean, now I think you're right about the Joey Bosa. We're in win now mode. The Bills are in win now mode. I forgot who it was on one of the talking heads on ESPN or whatever was saying, you know, before the year, it was going to be a down year for the Bills. You know, Diggs left. It's going to be a step back year for Josh Allen. Well, guess what? The damn guy won MVP and we made a deep playoff run. So with Josh Allen, there are no down years. It's the comparison to Tom Brady, right? If you got Tom Brady on your team, there's a chance you're going to win the Super Bowl. And that's how I feel with Josh Allen. Now, like you said, our Achilles heel has obviously been the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's not our offense. Josh Allen ain't the problem. He lights the games up when we play the Chiefs. It's our defense. Our defense just doesn't show up. And a lot of that is not getting pressure on the quarterback. This Bosa signing is exactly with that intention. So you hit the nail on the head, man. I mean, that's exactly right, you know? And also, I'll tell you what. I don't know if I agree with the idea of, like, injury prone. I understand that a guy can get unlucky with injuries or whatever, but that's definitely, at least in my opinion, not a reason to not sign a guy like Bosa. You know what I mean? Like, you see a lot of hate in the comments in this signing, and I don't get it.
Brian, we need a January pass rusher. That's all I care about.
That's right.
I don't care if he's a September pass rusher. We need a January pass rusher. That's it.
Absolutely. No, I absolutely agree. Chat, if you're watching, drop your comments. Let us know what you think about the Bosa signing. I'm excited. Mac's excited. We're on the same page about that. Kaiir Elam, get him out of here. The idea that we actually got something back for him is outrageous, but hey, living in Dallas and seeing how this nonsense Mickey Mouse franchise down here operates, it doesn't surprise me that Big Balls Brandon Beane was able to pull the wool over Jerry Jones's eyes. So I'm pretty pumped about that. We could go on
forever about the Bills, Brian.
Also, okay, let's talk about one more thing about the Bills. Could be controversial, maybe even a third rail, we may say, but hey, we're starting off hot. Give me your thoughts on the Damar Hamlin signing.
Oh my gosh. I mean, well, so here's what's confusing to me, Brian. We signed another safety from the Commanders who's also not bad the same day. So, yeah. And we have our rookie that's coming back for the second year, right? Yep. And so it's him. Am I missing other? No, it was Bishop. It's going to be Bishop, Hamlin, and then is
Bernard.
Rapp coming back or
what
no?
about Bernard? Yeah, Rep's back.
So we have another just confusing defensive back situation that for the last 3-4 years, I swear. Probably 2 years because we were solid with Poyer Hyde for a while. It was just what we knew to expect. But another offseason of just 4 defensive backs that can play safety that I don't really know what's going to. And Hamlin was exposed in the playoffs. Let's be perfectly clear.
Yeah.
All of our defensive backs were exposed in the playoffs, except maybe Taryn. The rest were exposed. And
well, so I think that we got spoiled for years with Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, just physical animals, right? Like these guys. Oh shoot! Hold on one second. Hold on. You're seeing how the sausage is made here. I forgot that my Zoom is not the upgraded Zoom, so hold on one second. We gotta subscribe.
I actually saw that. I saw that we had it was 40 minutes or something a little bit ago, and I wasn't sure what that is gonna.
We're gonna do this live on the stream. We're gonna resubscribe to Zoom. Hold on. But anyway, I told you kind of a third rail topic here with.
I can keep talking to the stream if you need me to, bro. I can keep going off.
My point was gonna be, and I hate to be this way, but you said it. He got exposed, right? He definitely got exposed in the playoffs. He's not a physical safety. And, this was a year where we were scrambling a little bit, right? Poyer and Hyde leaving, that's why there was another aspect of kind of the talking heads out there saying that it was going to be a down year. My opinion, though, is do you want to be the guy to walk in to the locker room and cut Damar Hamlin? Is that what you want to be known for? That's going to be a PR nightmare.
I know it is. Everyone.
Keep talking. I'm listening.
Yeah, it's such a basic thing to keep harping on the Damar Hamlin because everyone knows what happened with the Bengals. Oh my gosh, you can't cut him. They can't cut him. Hey, at this point, he wants to be a football player. It's only going to be a nightmare to the PR, to media. Damar's not going to care. He's a football player. If he gets cut, he gets cut. He's not going to care. This is football. This is pro football. If we brought in guys that we want to start in the system, they're going to start. And he's going to go find their team. Because let's be honest, Brian, is he a top there's 2 safeties on the field at all times. Is he a top 64 safety in the league?
No.
Probably.
I wouldn't say. I'd say no.
Maybe,
I'd say no.
Maybe 50, 60. Maybe 50, 60.
I think he's a second string player. I really do. I mean,
maybe he's a top 100 safety.
getting exposed in terms of his physicality, I mean, it's a real issue. And when you have someone like Derrick Henry, who's going to be competing year after, like, we got to get through him. Let's be real. That was not a blowout against the Ravens in the AFC divisional round.
We got lucky those last 2 games we really didn't deserve to be in there that much against the Ravens, and then obviously we were just scrambling is the perfect word against the Chiefs for that game. That was the biggest scramble of a game I've ever seen, and somehow we almost won. That was a scramble because me and you, let's be clear to the chat here, me and you were at the most devastating game in NFL history together.
Ever. I mean, that was,
Period.
So me and Mac were at the 13 seconds Kansas City game. So that is literally one of the most exciting playoff games to ever be played. And that's listen, obviously we're biased because we're Bills fans, but people talk about that game because Mahomes and Allen could do no wrong that game, and we were there. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable. But yeah, that wasn't a scramble of a game. This playoff game was. So something needs to change. And it has to change in a lot of different spots, but it's I don't know. Hamlin is not replacing Hamlin is not going to make or break our year, I think, but it sure as heck could lose it,
It doesn't hurt the salary cap's going up. We're not paying him a ton of money. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean.
Yeah, we got to find a guy. How's the Zoom going? You need help or?
Oh, we're back, baby. We're back.
Oh, we're good. Okay, we're good.
We are unlimited.
We're so back. Wait, Brian, we're so back.
Never left. All right, so let's play a couple cards here. Let's see what we're dealing with. All right, chat. So we're gonna get to know each other even more, and you're gonna get to know us, our opinions on stuff. We're gonna start with a couple of these would you rather. Okay, so we're shuffling them up here. Here we go. I'm gonna pick a rando. Now, how do you want to do this? Do you want me to just ask you rapid fire, or do we dive? I want to dive into it. Let's get to know why we're picking what we're picking. Yeah,
and Brian, just so should we do like 3 to me, and then maybe you flip the card to me and you don't see it on the screen, and then I read it to you, so you can get a live reaction or something. After you give me 3, I give you a couple back or something.
Do you guys understand the magic that you're witnessing live? This is episode 1, so. Get ready, guys, because more brilliant ideas like this are coming your way in perpetuity. And there's your dour word for the day. All right.
Brian, two half brains make a full brain.
That's true. That's true. And I appreciate you telling me a half brain. All right, here we go. Ready? Well, let's go 3 to you first. Ready? I'm picking it. Here we go.
All right.
1. Bam. So would you rather lick every inanimate object you see, or be licked by every living thing that you see? I mean, we're off to the races right off the bat here.
I want to make this exciting. Of course, my crazy mind would have to clarify what are we drawing the line at as living for being licked by? Am I being licked by like an ant, or like anything living that I see, like a bird in the sky? Is it coming down to lick me? Like how serious? Any human, any pet? Where are we drawing the line?
Let's say things with tongues. I say things with tongues.
Things with tongues. I respect that. Anything with a tongue. That's a good line to draw. I guess I'm gonna take being licked. I'm gonna say being licked. If you got a tongue, you can lick me. I'll just carry around some, Clorox wipes with me all the time, Brian. And, I'm going to pick one spot on my body that's going to be the lick spot, okay? We're going to go with the lick spot, and whoever they lick, it's going to be an immediate wipe right after, just to make sure I'm good. I don't want to contract any diseases. We're both athletes. We don't want to get sick in this training. So I'm going to take getting licked, and we'll lock it in, take it back.
It's solid logic, and also, did you ever see Meet the Parents?
Yes.
The line, I got nipples, Greg, can you milk me? That's what it reminded me when you said, if you got a tongue, you can lick me.
Hey, it's meant to be. It's meant to be licking something.
I think that's. All right, I think that's solid logic. All right, one down. Here we go. Next. So, would you rather have your most embarrassing photos posted on Facebook or accidentally fall in public and the video go viral?
Oh, fall in public. Fall in public.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
I got some photos. We ain't leaking those.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Let's not even count that one. That was too easy.
Oh, okay. You heard me back. Didn't see it.
All right. Okay, this is interesting. You're single, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So would you rather be single for a year? This includes no dating whatsoever. Or go on bad dates for a year straight?
There's some clarifying that I want to ask. That I mean, what do you classify a bad date? What do you classify as if I'm not if I'm not going on dates, is that just, let's just say that means I'm not hanging out with any ladies at all?
None. Absolutely none. You're
Not hanging
celibate. You're not even
Yeah,
talking to
celibate.
girls.
Celibate. If I'll speak to them at work or something, but no no romance at all.
The only
Zero
time you
romance.
talk to a girl is when you walk by them and they gotta lick you because you could,
Or at the grocery store.
or the grocery store, yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's either zero romance or bad dates that.
For a year straight. Every date you go on for a year, every weekend is just bad. You don't mesh. You don't agree on anything. You're a Biden guy. She's a Trump girl. Just no close on anything. Just you hate each other. Every person you talk to is you're black, she's white. You know what I mean? Like opposites in every sense of the word.
Hey, I love meeting people, but hey, at some point you gotta draw the line because every time you go on a date, everyone, if you're single, you have it in the back of your mind. You gotta give yourself a chance. Maybe it will be okay. And if I can't do that for a year to myself, I'd rather lock in. And in that year, as me and you know, as athletes, we would take that year and dial in.
I'll tell you
We would
what.
dial in.
I think the other side of that is I got married. So not having to worry about dating anymore is the best thing ever. Just locked in all the time,
Yeah, no problem, man. No, yeah, you don't want to stay away from that. I'll tell you that right now. But I have my months, 1 month on, 1 month off, where it's like I'm just getting fit for the marathon. I'm not
Right.
talking to girls, and then it's the next month. Oh, I'm going on dates.
Right. And I think that's the hard part of the question is for a year to not talk to a girl. That would be rough.
Yeah. I'd get really good at the marathon. So we figured, we move on.
All right, let's go pick 3 here. Bam. Oh, all right. This is going to be a good one. Would you rather spend the night in a dumpster or a porta potty?
They're probably both less in equal condition. Like, I'm gonna have to say,
It's a good one. It's a good question.
I'm going porta potty. I'm going porta. I have access.
Really?
If I need to use the bathroom, I can close the lid on the toilet, and maybe it's one of those the handicapped porta potties that are a little bigger, and maybe I can at least spread my legs out because I am tall.
See, I was going to say, you're a big guy, so I feel like I would be claustrophobic. Me, I'm a troll. I could fit in a friggin'
You're
tin
going in the
can.
toilet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping for the best, and it's one of those nice porta potties and not those Buffalo Bills tailgate porta potties, because we both know those are dangerous.
That's a death sentence if you got to spend the night in one of those things, yeah.
Yeah. If that's what's presented to me, I would pivot and go dumpster. But I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, and I'm gonna say, give me the porta. At least I have a chance.
Okay. So, to reiterate, he decided that he would want to be licked by every living thing that he sees. He would rather be single for a year instead of going on bad dates for a year. And he would rather spend the night in a porta potty rather than a dumpster. We're really getting the full picture here. All right.
That's deep, man.
Let's go mine now. Ready? I'm gonna flip it to the camera.
Maybe hold up. Maybe hold up like I wonder if you can hold up two and I can pick the best one or something just so I
Okay.
can see it. It's good.
I'll take the 2 off the top. Ready?
Yeah, it takes two off the right. Yeah,
Can you
then I
see
pick
those?
the best one. Yep. Okay, hold it right there. Okay, I'm gonna keep it right there. So, would you rather blow up 100 balloons or lick 500 envelopes?
Oh, okay. Now, like I said, this segment is to get to know us a little bit. It's episode 1 of Wildcard Wednesday. A little bit about me is I am a triathlete. So today I swam 3,200 yards. Now, none of this may seem relevant to the question. Not so fast, my friends. 3,200 yards in the pool with no more than 10 seconds of rest ever. That's some lung power, okay? I grew up playing brass. I played the trombone. Again, lung power. Blowing up balloons would be a lot easier for me than licking the stamps. So I am going balloons.
Balloons it is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, hey, Brett, people need to know, you got the lungs.
But I got the
Okay.
lungs.
You do. You've had some of the best lungs I know. All right, okay, here we go.
That's why my wife married me. I got good lungs.
Hopefully move them up a little bit. They're cut off. Okay, perfect. Oh, okay, yeah. Would you rather have your face printed on money or your own small town named in your honor?
Oh my God.
Face on money or small town named after you.
Also, that was the best. The other one was a stupid question.
It was done. It's done.
Oh man. Have my face printed on money or my own small town named in my honor. Well,
Small town guy. Let's think of like a small town. What's a Buffalo small town, dude? Like a Fredonia size. Or
I was
like
gonna say maybe James was a good guy and that's why it's Jamestown.
yeah, like a Jamestown, Fredonia, like a Hamburg or East Aurora, like one of those small towns. That'd be the size you would get, you know? Like you're not getting Dallas, you know? You're getting a small town.
I don't know. I'm a big deal.
You're gonna be a city. A city.
Okay, you know what? I've thought about it and I have an answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the town. Reason being, money. They're trying to get rid of it. Right? In 100 years, there may not be money. It's all crypto. It's all,
Yeah.
digital currency, right? That would be just my luck. I'm on the $3 bill, and then they get rid of money or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all in Fortnite V-Bucks now.
Yeah, it's all nonsense. So it's all fake and imaginary. But towns are real, baby. So what would the name of that town be? I think I would just go straight like Goldieville.
I was thinking Goldsville. That's literally what I was thinking. Or
Yeah.
something like that.
I like it.
Goldtown. Goldsville.
Or Hamlet of Goldsmith.
Or Beautiful Sexy Manville?
Oh, that's obviously very specific to me and nobody else. Yeah.
That was I just was thinking first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
2 down. Here we go.
Move them up a little bit. Yep, perfect. Oh my. I'm not. All right, look at the cards. We're not asking them. Look at the cards, though, Goldie. The one's bad, and the one is just we're not asking that.
Wow. Okay. Those are racy, folks. All right.
All right, I guess. Would you rather be able to record your thoughts or your dreams while you sleep?
Oh, dreams for sure. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah, got it.
Dreams, because they're involuntary. If some of the thoughts that I have, I'm walking down the street and I'll just have a thought or something, And I'll even whoa, okay. If I don't want that recorded anywhere, you know what I mean? Yeah,
thoughts can be dicey.
yeah. There's a reason. There's a somewhat of a filter between the brain and the mouth. You know what I mean? So some thoughts we don't need those coming out in any way, shape, or form ever, right? Dreams, they're involuntary. You're making they're just happening, right? I'm not making myself a caterpillar flying on Mars or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's.
Well, right.
Yeah.
I had a thought. Would there be a times if your thoughts were being recorded, wouldn't it be recording nothing for you sometimes?
I don't know if I'm never thinking anything.
Maybe.
So I got a question for you. There is a theory out there that, and I'm going to screw this up, and we're getting really philosophical here, but there's an idea that, this is a simulation, right?
Yeah.
And, that there's a lot of, very direct crossover to religion with the simulation, right? Because, people are like, I believe that there's a creator and that everything's controlled by someone else, but God isn't real. And it's like, well, you just kind of described God, right? But so anyway, I'm not, and I don't mean to sway one way or another. My point of this is with simulation theory, we've all played a video game where there are NPCs walking around. We know the NPC theory, right? That, there's main characters, there's playable characters, and then there's non-playable characters. So apparently this is a thing. If you ask someone to visualize an apple, for instance, they simply cannot do that. They can't visually represent what an apple is in their mind. So if I asked you to visualize an apple, what happens cognitively in your brain? What happens when I say that?
I just started thinking about eating an apple. I just started thinking about, when was the last time I had an apple? What's it like eating an apple? Apple shapes. Now I'm thinking about Wegmans and where I grab an apple at Wegmans. My brain is racing.
See? Okay. So you could ask this question to a million different people. Some say, I can't, an apple. Or they'll think of the word. Some people think of the word apple. For me, I think of, like DreamWorks animation. You know what I mean? Like when you see them building it. I'm looking at an apple, like an image of an apple. The bottom, I see that indent. I see the imperfections on it. My apple, the one I see is red with a little bit of the yellow hue on it. It's got a stem. You know what I mean? So isn't that interesting? Is it an interesting thought experiment?
Yeah, dude, our thoughts can just go. It's a spider web. Just our thoughts can go everywhere. You just say one word and I'm thinking about going to Wegmans right now. Now I'm thinking about my groceries of what I can go grab, and you're thinking of Pixar.
Listen, I don't know why you got to bring Wegmans into this since I'm in Texas and I don't have it. You're really hurting my feelings here.
Also, you're not missing the $15 dozen eggs, so don't worry about it.
Well, I go to Whole Foods, so I'm right there with you.
You're taking out a mortgage for your eggs.
Yeah, that's why I live in an apartment. I do every day though. My shaker bottle that I put my protein and my creatine in, Wegmans.
I respect it.
And inevitably, there are people at the gym that are like, "Is that a Wegmans water bottle? Oh, are you from Buffalo?"
Yep.
All right, we're gonna do a couple what the heck cards now. I think we're done with the Would You Rather. I think that was a success. Let's get to know us a little bit deeper. All right.
Yeah.
So these are just kind of hot takes. Okay. Here we go. Has anyone started a rumor about you? And if so, what was it about?
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I think I've had plenty of rumors started about me. I think.
Let's name a good one.
Yeah, let me think. So I think a good one for the stream. A good one would be
like you did porn.
there was stuff floating around in college when I was training, and I might have fueled a lot of these rumors because I wanted my competitors to think that maybe I was a bit crazy back in the day. I wanted them to think that I was, just like, sometimes you don't mind, like, oh, I bet you had competitors you faced in football that, like, there were rumors, they did this for training, and that was insane. They probably never did that, right?
Right.
There were rumors floating around when I was training in college that I was running 4 times a day, 200 miles a week, that I, never took an off day, that I was, running, 200 miles a week, every single week, and that, like,
That's a pretty sweet rumor. That's a great rumor.
I was just this madman who, like, never went to class. Like, all he did was train. He was insane. Like, and so there were those rumors floating around. And what was the final part? What I do about it?
I love it. I think that's a great rumor.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't do anything about it. When people would ask me about it, I would say, yeah, hell yeah, I did those things, but I never did those things.
All right, that's good. I like that. And where, for those following along at home, where did you go to college?
I attended St. John Fisher University from 2013 to 2018. And competed cross country and track there. So yes.
We got an elite athlete on our hands, folks.
Oh no.
All right. Have you ever had anything waxed? And if so, what was it?
Okay, I will say this, and you can relate to this. Never did a wax, but I have definitely. I don't know if you've done this, but have you shaved your legs before for training?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, yes. So I have shaved my legs several times for training back in the day. And Brian, how good does it feel slipping into your sheets on those shaved legs?
It's incredible. I mean, the only reason I don't consistently shave my legs is because it takes so much damn time.
As it's so much work.
Listen, women, I feel for you. I understand why it takes you so long to get ready. It sucks. It sucks having to keep that up. I get it.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I don't know what we could go down the rabbit hole, Brian, of leg shaving strategies for like athletic dudes. There are lots of different approaches I've heard from other runners, and you were the triathlon scene. I don't know what a lot of tri guys do, but like the runners I was competing with all had a little bit different strategies for how they shave their legs, and so I don't think there's one good way to do it.
Dude, in triathlon, everybody shaves their legs at the like championships because when you have to in triathlon you have to put numbers on you.
Yeah.
And so it's a bitch to get those numbers off of you because they're like temporary tattoos. But also, if you crash on your bike, you get less road rash if you don't have the hair. And it's like easier to clean up. So that's another reason why they do it too. I never have. This year, I'm thinking about it. So Stay tuned. Stay tuned, chat. We'll live stream. We'll live stream a waxing.
Live stream some body shaving.
That'll get some clicks.
That'll do it.
All right. Here's a good one for you. Now, really want you to think on this one. Is cereal soup? Why or why not?
Man, you just asked some tough questions, man. You know I'm not that smart.
Bring in the hammer.
So, like, cereal soup. There are some of these topics we can go to. Is the hot dog a sandwich? Right? It's in the same category, right?
Yeah.
The cereal soup discussion. Cereal's not soup to me. I'm putting it. It's not soup. I'm laying it down there. You can fire away in the comments. Cereal is not soup because the base of a cereal is cold milk. It's just cold milk, and then you're just putting stuff in. It's almost like it'd be the same thing as if you put like oyster crackers in some water. Like it's not soup. Like that's not. It's just milk, and you throw whatever it is in it. I don't think it's. Cereal's not soup, but while we're on the topic of cereal, real quick, elite cereals for McQuaid Milligan. definitely got to start off the rip with my goated cereal, Reese's Puffs, most goated cereal. Then I go Captain Crunch, then Raisin Bran Crunch. I'm saying it. Those are my cereals. Those are my favorite cereals. But cereal's not soup. Brian, what do you think?
First of all, you're very lucky I just didn't hit end stream there because I'm appalled at your top 3 cereals. But we're not going to agree on everything. I do agree with you on... First of all, Raisin Bran is your top 3 cereal? What are you, 90 years old? Get out of here with that nonsense. All right, so I agree with you. I think the way I don't agree with it being soup, you were kind of getting there, but I'll kind of finish the thought, I think.
Yeah.
If you buy soup, you buy the can. What's in the can is soup, right?
Good take.
You mentioned oyster crackers. Oyster crackers doesn't make it a soup. That's just a garnish.
Yeah.
But if I pour a bowl of milk, that's not cereal.
Yeah.
You need to put the cereal in with the milk. So you're combining 2 separate products. If you were to have cereal come with milk, then it would be disgusting and no one would eat it. So that's my take. Now, top 3 cereals in my world, where humans exist, I don't know what the hell you're doing. Number 1, Golden Grams. Hands down. Golden Grams. Gotta do it. Fruity Pebbles, number 2. Number 3, I'm a Cheerios guy.
Oh, honey nut.
No honey nut. Straight normal.
Straight normal.
Straight normal, baby. All right. That was a good talk. Let's go. What nickname have you been called that you hate? Because I have one for this. Let's hear what you got.
Man, a lot. I mean, so my name is McQuaid. A lot of people call me Mac. Like, there's so many nicknames. I think there's some R-rated nicknames. I don't know if I want to say that I've been called, but like.
Let's not get banned on our first stream, yeah.
Yeah, let's just not get banned right off the rip. So let's just say there's some R-rated ones, but there's a couple I don't like. I mean, I don't like McDonald. I don't like. Oh my gosh, I don't like.
So people call you McDonald, like in reference to like your name's Mac
like,
and McDonald's.
Yeah, like McDonald or like old McDonald, Ronald McDonald Mac. Like I don't know, there's some stuff like that. Like those are some annoying ones. Then there's honestly. The R-rated ones are just not fun. Like I don't like being called those. Those are like high school PTSD, like middle school PTSD. I don't want that. I wouldn't wish those nicknames on anybody. But we all had those. What were yours?
The number 1 thing that I hate being called is Goldilocks. And the reason I hate being called Goldilocks is because every time someone, it's not people I know. No one I know ever calls me Goldilocks. It's someone I meet for the first time calls me Goldilocks. And they act like they're the first person that's ever come up with it. Like I wasn't called that in kindergarten 30 years ago. You know what I mean?
You're 4.
Yeah. So like Goldilocks? Hey, Goldilocks. I just want to hit him. I want to hit him. But I'm 3 feet tall, so I get my ass whooped. So I'm not going to do that.
No.
But yeah, Goldilocks is that's a gear grinder right there. All right, let's do one more of these.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that one's a little too spicy. We won't do that one. That one might be for the behind the paywall. All right.
Sweet.
What would be the absolute worst name you could give your child?
Oh my gosh. I think there's a lot. There's so many names, I think. I don't know why it's coming to my head. Like, I don't know why my mom said when I was almost, the name she almost called me, which I am thankful she did not, because I just think it's bad. I think the nicknames are bad. I don't like it. I don't really like the name Aiden, and my mom was going to call me Aiden because I think the nickname is like AIDS, like, oh, yo, AIDS. And
That's
like,
rough.
I was like, you know me. I'm not an Aiden. Like
No.
and so like I'm just not an Aiden guy. I don't know. It's just a basic name that I'm not a fan of. Don't want to name my kid Aiden, but hey, there's a million good Aidens out there. Aiden Hutchinson, great football player for the Lions. You're a beast. Like I don't like the nickname. I don't like the nicknames that come with it.
I think Aiden is one of those names. You have names that you get a batch of like trendy names, right? Like there's no Aidens who are in their 70s. You know what I mean? So like I think Aiden is one of those names that didn't make it through the phase, like didn't make it through the trend. Because I don't know a single Aiden. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know a single Aiden.
I personally know two.
See, if I were to ask you, do you know a Jim? You probably know a lot more Jims. Right? Like, Aiden doesn't seem like it caught on, and AIDS, that's objectively a terrible nickname. I think...
Sorry, Aiden.
Yes, I'm not sorry. Your name sucks. I think... For me, like, if I were to name my kid Brady...
Brady.
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 Like Tom Brady?
Yeah.
I would just have memories. I would I'd resent my kid.
Yeah. No, that'd be a lot of PTSD every time.
Every time. Oh, real quick, I got to interrupt you. Look at the clock.
Oh, 7:16. 7:16 on your end.
It's 7:16 in Texas, baby.
If
Mac,
you had a horn to go.
Tell them why that matters. Tell them why that matters.
The 716 is where Goldie and I first collabed for our place of employment that we both truly despised, but we fell in love with. Of course, we're both Buffalo born and raised, the Buffalo Bills. And that's the best team in the NFL. And Brian and I have lots of roots in Buffalo, lots of friends, lots of funny memories in the city of Buffalo, and lots of mischief and fun that we know of there. So very special place, and the zip code is 716. So area code or zip code?
Area code. Zip code's the 5 digits.
Yes, area code.
So we got a question. We got a question from the fans here, Mac. So Luigi, also, hello, what's up? This is somebody, he comes in my streams quite often. He's always a great person. He's going through school, grinding. His question, I don't really understand it, but we'll make it work. What sports is more safer to play and why?
Okay, yeah, Luigi first, what's up? Quade Milligan. So I ran college cross country and track. So I've played a lot of sports, as Goldie has. Goldie's played a million sports. We're both athletes. I grew up playing a lot of sports before I focused on cross country and track in college. I think, obviously, Brian, maybe you could, and Brian, also I feel crazy. I keep calling Brian and Goldie like every other second. But
I'm listening.
I think when it comes to sports, man, like, the first thing comes to my head for safeness is less contact, the better. That's just safe. I'm not saying that's the most exciting, but less contact would be safer, right? And so that's where I lean into you got to figure out what you're good at too. If you feel like you have a lot of endurance and stamina, like maybe look for an endurance-oriented sport, swimming, running, track. Brian, help me out. I don't know any other endurance. Cycling. I mean, there's tons of those other ones. If you feel like you're on the more stronger build side, there's sports that don't have a lot of contact that you can still benefit from being really strong in. I mean, even in track as well, shot put, discus. There's weightlifting. There's there's even volleyball. Not a lot of contact, right? You're not actually checking anybody, hitting anybody. So. Check out all the sports on a college's website and really see the list of sports probably offered at the next level, and then figure out your strengths and weaknesses. Right?
So I would say think of it like a decision tree, right? There's a lot of paths that you can take.
Yeah.
So when you say sport, that's such a general term. Darts is a sport, and so is UFC, right? Obviously, one's much more dangerous than the other. So it's all relative. Now, when you say, like, running, sure, running is a relatively safe sport if you do run at a track or a local 5K, right? That's a lot different than running the Moab 200 across a desert. You know what I mean? So I think when you're picking a sport that you're looking to do, you have to decide whether or not you want to pursue it aggressively or if it's going to be more of a recreational activity for you. That's why I think we've seen the rise of pickleball explode, because it's relatively easy to play, easy to understand. It's a great workout. You can find a million spots to play it. So, something like ultimate frisbee gets you out moving around. Or not ultimate frisbee, frisbee golf. Disc golf, yeah. So I think when you're looking for a sport that you want to pick one that aligns with what you said, Mac, with like who you are as a person and what you're looking to get out of it. Another thing to think about is, are you a team sports person, or are you looking more for the individual aspect of it? For me, I played, arena football. I played college football. I love the team aspect of sports, and I really miss it quite a bit. Now, the reason I don't play pickup softball or flag football or stuff like that is because I am very, very competitive, and anything that I do, I'm going to do to the extreme and really push and test my limits. And flag football and bar league softball and stuff like that really isn't a conducive environment to do that kind of stuff. So you can get injured walking down the street, right? Like Tiger Woods just injured himself yesterday working out, So I would say don't do a sport without knowing that, like, there's always going to be a risk to get injured. There obviously are sports that are going to be more likely to injure you. But that's just part of, it's ironic to say, but that's kind of the fun of the sport, is that it is, any sports, they are a little bit dangerous. It is a little bit risk-taking, and that's all calculated in the decision that you make when you want to play sport.
Hey, Goldie, would you agree, too, the younger you are, the more important it is to be trying a lot of sports and, and just, being athletic, really?
I think this day and age, listen, fitness is so relatively new in the spectrum of, human existence. Yeah. Before what? When did people start jogging? 50 years ago? Not that long ago,
I thought Jesus Christ was jogging back in the day a little bit.
Well, the dude who ran the marathon, the first one, he died, right? Wasn't that the story?
Emil Zapatek ran from Greece to Sparta and died.
So there you go. The moral of the story is, you run a marathon, you die. No, but I think the age of siloing yourself as an athlete, I think those days are gone. I think there's a lot of proof and research that shows that athletes who perform in multiple sports and cross-train tend to do a lot better, because mentally you burn out. If you're just doing one sport all the time, 24/7, obviously I'm not talking about, Usain Bolt, right? Or or Michael Phelps, or the people who have a very hyper-specific thing. But I am talking about, anyone other than a professional athlete. In college or in high school, colleges look for athletes that are 3-sport varsity athletes. That always wasn't traditionally the way of the world, but, it's really common here in Texas that the football players are required to do track in the spring. The linemen and the linebackers, they'll do the field, and the skill positions, they'll do the track. So I think that, pursue your passions, but keep an open mind to try different stuff. You never know what's out there. Now, we did get asked a second question here. Is playing parkour a game? And if so, why? Mac, take it away.
Yeah, parkour. First of all, parkour is very impressive to me. If anyone in the stream, I'm 6'5" and lanky, and so I'm not really the kind of move and shift and duck under, ducking under things and jumping off things. Like I'm just too lanky for that. I'm gonna hit my head or something and get a concussion. So I think parkour is extremely impressive. And I think it's a mix between a game and and a physical competition, right? It's almost in the category of weightlifting to me, kind of around there. Isn't it like kind of the same thing? Like it's pretty much right around that same. Like you're on your own, you're competing against yourself. Weightlifting, you just have weights, and then parkour, you're competing against a set of obstacles in front of you, right? And you're slowly building your skills, just like you are weightlifting when you start with a deadlift when you first start. In parkour, I'm sure you're starting with just one little, obstacle to jump through, right? Or to kind of maneuver through, right? But parkour, extremely difficult. I mean, that's a really, really hard skill to master. And I think it's probably in that weightlifting category, in my athletic opinion. Goldie, what do you think?
Parkour is interesting. I don't know a ton about it, so I'll just start with that. So whatever I say after this could be wildly wrong, and if I am, correct me. But I like the weightlifting analogy. The only caveat that I would say to counter that would be weightlifting has competition because it's a quantifiable, there's a set expectation.
You can win or lose against somebody.
Exactly, right? Like I'm lifting X pounds and that's Y percentage of my body weight. I know a lot of weightlifting competitions go that route. Or, in the Olympics it's just straight who can lift the most weight, who can clean the most, who can, bench press or whatever.
Yeah.
My mind kind of goes to, with parkour, more like this skateboarding, gymnastics, kind of more so gymnastics, I would say. I guess skateboarding too, because I don't know if there are parkour competitions, right? I've only ever seen it done I wonder if I could do a backflip, off of this pier onto this dock and then, onto this pole, right? I've never seen an organized parkour competition. That's not to say that there aren't any, but, skateboarding, right? You get points. There's a point system per trick. Or figure skating, you know what I mean? You've judges judging you. I don't know if parkour has that. So
I parkoured over your apartment the other day. Don't you remember?
Well, you're 6'4", so it's not that impressive. You know what I mean? You basically just took a step. So.
Well, parkour, only thing I'll leave out on is I'm pretty sure there can be competition. Maybe when you look at maybe time versus time for who overcomes. Maybe there's a stretch of obstacles of who gets through fastest, right? That could technically be a competition. Or maybe it would be more for like you said, for gymnastics, a style points kind of competition, right? That's my potential. There could be out there. I know there's parkour competitions out there. There's gotta be.
You know what we're gonna do right now?
What?
Hold on. Give me a second. Let me cook. Let Goldie cook. Hold on.
Goldie, should we ever do an episode for the viewers just talking about our Avengers at some point?
Oh, we gotta set the tone for that one. We gotta wear all black for that one.
Oh, a funeral. We could put up pictures.
Yeah.
And discuss them.
I got pictures of the Avenger.
Of course.
All right. So you can't see what I'm doing, but we're gonna live. I got a browser open on the window now, so we're gonna search this live. So we're gonna look up
live reaction
parkour competition.
Oh, I can see it. I can see it right now on your. I have your stream open on YouTube.
Boom. Okay, so parkour. All right, so here, look at. See, I'll eat some humble pie. I'm not above admitting I'm wrong. So parkour competitions are events. What was that? Were you playing the stream?
No, I just muted it.
All right. Parkour competitions are events where athletes showcase their skills in various categories, such as speed courses, you were right, skill challenges, and freestyle. So we got all three aspects there. The Motive Parkour Championships, for example, includes a series of qualifiers and finals where athletes compete in parkour-inspired speed courses. Okay, so obviously I'm going to YouTube the Motive Parkour Championships because I want to see what that's all about.
Do some live reaction?
Let's do some live reaction. You got it up?
Yes, the YouTube I think is a little delayed. Can you not share it on the Zoom or no? Or no, you probably can't.
It'll screw the windows up.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, I have it up. It's just a little delayed. It'll be fine. Just run it.
Okay, so now I'm understanding there's a lot of crossover between Ninja Warrior and parkour. It's almost like the same. So we're looking at a speed course. This video only has 10 views, so they're gonna get the Goldie Mac bump right now. Oh, there's music. Let's get rid of that music. Okay, there we go. Okay, these are kids. Why does that guy have... What is that mask that guy has on?
I'm looking at what you're searching. You gotta search something. Search something else. Search,
Well, you'd think the Motive Parkour Championships would be a big... Oh, here we go.
Just search up best of parkour.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This looks legit. What's this? This looks legit.
Goldie, this is not legit.
Look at her. They got a ticker at the bottom. Here we go. Let's see what this chick does.
Goldie, I don't know if that's a chick.
That's a chick. What are you talking about?
Goldie, I don't know if that's a chick. Well,
Look at that.
Best of parkour. Let's see some crazy.
Her name is Taylor. All right, let's do best of parkour. I want to get into this.
Yeah, you need to see best of parkour.
I'm in. Let's do it. You know, what's her name? Steffi Graf, I think. She's like one of the best parkourers. She's right here in Frisco. She's got her own gym. I should go.
Oh, shoot. That'd be great. That's crazy.
This is 12 years ago. 130 million views. We got to look at this, right?
Okay.
Okay, we don't want ads. I think with 130 million views, they got enough money. All right, here we go.
I'm a little behind you, I think. It's a little delayed, so.
Okay, this guy's... Okay. This is intense. Oh my god, I have anxiety watching this. Whoa! That guy's flying.
Wait, tell me. Hold on. Once the video starts, pause it, and I want to know where you're at on your.
Okay. That's...
Pause
Okay.
it?
I'm at 28 seconds right now.
You're at 28 seconds into the video?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'm about. It's still playing on mine. So, like, it's about. I mean, shoot, I'm probably about 20 seconds.
Wait, why don't you pull up this video on a browser and then we watch it together?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Can you send it to me in the chat?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the Zoom chat? Look at us, two brains again.
Full two halves make a whole, baby. By the way, while he's pulling that up, I'm going to just float it out there. I got a huge event this weekend. I'm going to be going to Houston, Texas, about 4 hours from Dallas here. I'm going to be competing in an event called High Rocks. I've done it about 8 or 9 times. You can see behind me, I've won my age group a couple times. It's a global event. It's huge. There's thousands of people that compete at each one of these events. It's growing. It's unbelievably big now. I'm doing my first doubles. So the gym that I go to, it's me and my buddy who's a trainer there. We're going to be grinding together. So it's going to be fun. We're going to live stream the event. I still don't know my start time. We're figuring that out. So Saturday, it'll be Saturday afternoon-ish. So keep your eyes peeled, set alerts, hop on, wish me luck. It's going to be a blast. All right. You got that video pulled up?
All right, I'm at the 28-second mark. You
All right.
When to go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, these boys are flipping. Oh.
You know what's crazy is how good these guys are. You see him do a full flip over a fountain, and you're like, I've seen it. If I were to try to break my neck.
Oh.
Oh!
No, Brian,
Through the legs.
I thought I saw you do that over a gym stakeout a few years ago.
Well, I'll get a couple rumpy shots in me, and yeah, I'm flipping. I'm flipping for some hoagies. Woo!
I think I would have torn my ACL by now.
I was gonna say, you know what would be interesting to watch are the fails, but then I'm like, I don't think I'd want to watch the fails. Just people like snapping their legs off and stuff.
That guy's just doing karate. That one guy was just.
That was sweet with those like light suits they had on. So are these people like? What do you think these people's backgrounds are? Are they like gymnasts?
You know, I don't know. I think maybe some of them might just be former athletes of different backgrounds, and they just kind of develop their skills to be able to do this.
Do you think they get arrested a lot?
Different backgrounds.
Do you think they get arrested a lot?
Oh yeah. There's some. I used to follow a couple of them, just like these people in like Europe that used to do parkour all over the place, and they would definitely get arrested.
I can't imagine, yeah, just running to like abandoned warehouses and flipping over rooftops. It's gonna go well with the cops.
Just think of the knee strength you have to have with this, and the ankle strength, man.
That technique they have of absorbing the shock,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, when they land, that's impressive shit, man.
I'm gonna need to have some of their knee and ankle strength for my marathon for sure. I'm gonna need to take all of it. I want all of their knee strength.
This isn't a part of your training? You don't do like parkour Saturdays?
No, I usually do my long runs on Saturdays. So.
Go to Delaware Park, flip around?
Yeah, on all the hills and stuff they have there, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's an advantage to not wear a shirt? A lot of these guys aren't wearing shirts.
Yeah, it's probably something. They know more than us.
That's not saying much. A lot of people know more than me.
No. All right. Yeah, there's definitely there's definitely a bit of a skateboard vibe in parkour, more than I might have thought.
Right? Don't you get that? It's just like, especially with the way that they're doing the camera work. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like the vids that the skateboarders make, the mixtapes, whatever they call them.
Yeah.
All right, Mac. Well, listen, I think this might be a good place to call it. We've done an hour.
Yeah.
I think this is a successful Wildcard Wednesday. Thanks for those of you that hopped on. Much appreciated. If you got suggestions on what you want to see, listen, we're all ears. Me and Mac are two people that absolutely love entertaining. We love having a good time. We want to spread positivity through our own actions. We're both training for a big event. I don't want to spoil it yet. There's still some moving parts on my end, so we'll keep it, we'll just say we're marathon training, and we'll keep it at that. But we're going to talk about that in a future episode as well, and we'll preview what we're going to talk about. We're going to put a plan together from here on forward. So, Mac, any last words, man? What do you want to know?
Shout out Goldie. He's the best. Big thing coming. If you're on the stream or you watch this after, you should definitely subscribe. You should definitely stay tuned. We have some really cool stuff planned, and I'm just really excited that me and him are finally connecting and making this happen. So there's going to be some awesome stuff coming out between Goldie and I of, you know, whether it's challenging each other, to push each other, to go to new levels or new content, or just these streams, or who knows where they'll go. I think some cool stuff's going to happen, so I'm excited.
And don't forget, on screen, let's see, right here and over there. There we go. our handles are there, and that's what our handles are and everything. So I am on Instagram, I'm on X, TikTok. Just search for all these. YouTube, obviously, is where you're watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And McQuaid Milligan. And what are you on? What are your platforms?
I'm on everything. Probably not. I mean, I'm on X. You can follow me on X. I'm not active on X, but I still have stuff on there. But TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, mostly. So definitely TikTok. I'm trying to pop my TikTok off for sure. So definitely hit me up on TikTok. But Goldie's everywhere, and he's also in my heart.
Aw, how sweet. What a nice way to end the stream. You see? Hey, stop singing. You're going to get us demonetized. Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for hanging out. This was your first Wildcard Wednesday, episode 1 from Dallas, Texas, and
from Rochester, New York.
We will see you next week.